It does not matter what your price range is, there is a GPU for you. In this list, we'll talk about the best GPU for specific price ranges. Hang on tight, let's get started. The best GPU between $100 and $200 is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650. The 1650 comes with 4 GB of GDDR5, 4 active memory controllers on a 128-bit bus, and it uses the new TU117 GPU, which is a smaller and thus less expensive. The GTX 1650 is roughly 30% quicker than its predecessor, the 1050 Ti, and it promises excellent frame rates at 1080p. It's also faster than the GTX 1050 by 57% at 1080p and 73% at 1080p Ultra. Depending on the game settings, the Turing architecture offers concurrent FP32 and INT calculations, which can increase speed by an additional 10 to 30% over the older Pascal GPUs. This GPU has an added advantage of being bus powered, which means it does not require separate PCIe power connectors. This puts it one step ahead of the RX 6500 XT, which we also highly recommend. The best GPU between $200 and $300 is the GeForce GTX 1060 3GB version. The MSI GeForce 1060 3GB model is a great choice if you're building an affordable gaming setup and want a graphics card that will get you the most performance for your money. This GPU is a great option as one of the best GPUs for 1080 gaming. You can be assured of the best performance possible if this is your preferred gaming resolution. When it comes to specifications, the GTX 1060 3GB comes with 3GB of GDDR5 memory, clocked at 2000 GHz. It is built on the Pascal architecture and operates at 1.5 GHz with boosts of up to 1.78 GHz. This is a strong budget graphic card thanks to the hardware and cooling, and it can provide you a satisfactory mid-range gaming performance in virtual reality, 1080p, and multi-monitor setups. The best GPU between $300 and $400 is the AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT. With a frequency of 2300 MHz, which can be boosted up to 2500 MHz. The 6700 XT is based on the RDNA 2 architecture and is part of AMD's effort to provide gamers with a full selection of GPUs. The card features 12 GB of GDDR6 memory, which is connected using a 192-bit memory interface. The 6700 XT promises the best performance at 1440 and 1080, and even with ray tracing set to high and without the benefit of DLSS upscaling, this card is sure to deliver the best gaming experience possible. Compared against the RX 6800, the RX 67 XT was 14% slower at 1080p and 15% slower at 1440p and 21% slower at 4K, but the difference in price still makes this great value. The best GPU between $400 and $500 is the GeForce RTX 2070. The 2070 Black has 8 GB of GDDR6 memory and is based on NVIDIA's Turing architecture. With a boost clock of 1600 MHz and a base clock of 1400 MHz, this GPU supports real-time ray tracing and DLSS. With some gamers hardly playing at 4K, the 2070 makes the most sense for gamers with 4K monitors. With 8 GB RAM, this GPU features, it supports modern games and can give excellent frame rates at high and ultra 1080p and 1440p. This GPU is for gamers searching for a low-cost solution that doesn't compromise performance. It's a top performer in its class and provides exceptional value for your money. The best GPU between $500 and $600 is the GeForce RTX 3070. The 3070 comes with 8 GB of GDDR6 memory, which is connected using a 256-bit memory interface. This GPU operates at a frequency of 1500 MHz, which can be boosted up to 1700 MHz. It's a great high-performance value product. When it comes to gaming performance, the 3070 delivers 4K resolution that is slightly below an RTX 2080 Ti, but clearly faster than the RTX 2080 Super. The performance of this card is efficient for 4K and maximum details in most games. It enables ray tracing, however, without DLSS, this will lead to significant lower performance. The best GPU between $600 to $700 is the RTX 3070 Ti. The 3070 Ti is a fantastic choice for both content creation and gaming. The accelerated performance provided by NVIDIA's CUDA cores will be adored by not just gamers, but also by video editors, photographers, and those who work in the field of 3D modeling. This GPU comes with an 8GB memory and is connected using a 256-bit memory interface. It also operates at a frequency of 1575 megahertz, which can be boosted up to almost 1800 megahertz. In general, the 37 Ti is also suitable for modern games and can give excellent frame rates at high and ultra 1080p and 1440p. DLSS helps some frame rates in 4K performance in other various ways. The best GPU between $700 and $800 is NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 2080 Super. The 2080 Super is basically an upgraded version of the RTX 2080. This Super RTX GPU touts more CUDA cores and quicker VRAM than its predecessor with a slightly cheaper price tag. This card was designed based on AMD Navi GPU's balance of performance with value. The RTX 2080 Super is, without a doubt, a powerful piece of hardware as it features a high compatibility to render modern games in 1440p and 1080. With its 3000 CUDA cores and 8GB of GDDR6 clocked at 1500 megahertz, it's certainly one hefty graphics card. The 2080 Super is about 6% faster than the 2080, and it means for those who have been waiting for a drop in price for the RTX 2080, they now have a better alternative to upgrade without going over budget. The best GPU between $800 and $900 is the MSI Gaming GeForce RTX 3080. The 3080 graphics card represents one of the generational leaps in GPU history, and it is an absolute powerhouse. It outperforms the 2080 by about 80% and the 2080 Ti by 50% in most games. This card redefines the performance of top graphics cards by enabling quick 4K gaming at a reasonable and affordable price. It's based on the 8nm GA102 silicon, and the RTX 3080 more than doubles the number of unified shaders over the previous generation's RTX 2080, with a 25% memory increase to 10GB and a 320-bit memory bus width. The RTX 3080 brings high-end gaming to the average gamer's doorstep. It runs the best PC games with faster refresh rates and higher resolutions for less money. All right, we're stepping up in price range to over $900. The best GPU between $900 and $1,500 is the AMD Radeon RX 6950 XT. The 6950 XT is among the finest premium graphics cards for gamers that's out right now, especially in the aspect of its price, as it offers a competitive gaming experience on many levels. This card is the first from AMD to challenge NVIDIA's RTX 3090 in gaming performance. The 6950 XT is powered by the Navi 21 architecture found in the RX 6900 XT, with some faster clock speeds for both the GPU and the 16GB of memory. It also features a base clock of 1800 MHz and a boost of up to 2200 MHz, which is a bit over 3 to 5% faster than what you get with the 6900 XT. The 6950 guarantees more than enough performance to play the best PC games on ultra settings. Although NVIDIA cards are simply better at ray tracing since their ray tracing cores are more sophisticated, this card from AMD is included with some ray tracing to give you playable and even enjoyable 4K gaming with the help of AMD FSR. We do need to note here that in about 3 weeks, the 7900 XTX and the 7900 XT will be launching, so it's likely that those two cards will occupy this price point more so than the 6950 XT, which we should see dropping in price here fairly soon. Now, to get to the best graphics card above $1,500, it's pretty obvious what we're going to choose here, and it's the RTX 4090. The 4090 is based on the new ADA Lovelace graphics architecture, which introduces the third generation of NVIDIA RTX innovative effort to improve the quality of video games by blending conventional raster 3D graphics and real-time ray tracing elements. This card is manufactured on the 4nm 8102 silicon and comes with 16,000 CUDA cores, which is an 88% increase from what you get in the 3080, 128 RT cores, 512 tensor cores, 512 TMUs, and 192 ROPs. Although DLSS 2 delivers a significant performance boost, the 4090 can handle practically every AAA game at maximum settings and high frame rates even without DLSS. This GPU simply sits at the top of the GPU benchmarks hierarchy at 1440 and 4K. Anyone who's after the fastest possible GPU and does not mind the price can be sure of the best gaming experience possible, as this card now ranks among the best graphics cards currently on the market. So that's it, guys. That's our list. Let us know down in the comments, what did we leave off at a certain price point? Where do you disagree? Which cards do you think have better value? Again, let us know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe. And if you're looking for another video to watch with us, please check out this video on the best graphics cards to buy in 2022. Thanks.